Anyone who's played the Simpsons Hit and Run knows about the final set of missions in the game, Alien Auto Topsy. It's split across 3 missions, which all involve different versions of carrying nuclear waste across Springfield to drop it off behind the school to blow up a UFO. Alien Auto Topsy is known to be some of the most difficult missions in the game due to the tight time limit, having to drive across the entire map, and anytime you crash, you drop the nuclear waste, forcing you to drive back to the power plant to get more or just restart. The first mission of Alien Auto Topsy allows you to pick any car you want to complete it. So, if you can pick any car for such a hard mission, does that mean you can actually complete it with any car? By completing the game 100% and entering the Unlock All Cars cheat, you gain access to 86 cars in total. So how about we see which ones can be Alien Auto Topsy Part 1 and which ones can't. So let's begin nice and simple here. The car you're supposed to have for this mission is the 70 sports car. It's probably what most people will use to beat this mission, so I'm just going to play through with this car and just set the baseline. That's all we want to do. So there's a few kind of shortcuts you can take to get here. All we're doing is driving across the map. I am going to take this ramp. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, but it worked out. Okay, maybe I won't always take that ramp. Good to know. But yeah, let's do just a normal playthrough. Nothing crazy, no weird cars. We're just going to take the route. Because I don't think there's that many things to really be aware of on a normal playthrough for this. I think this is a big one. There we go. Just make sure you don't go too far so you don't smash into the wall. And then a lot of it is just kind of take the shortcuts. So the route I'm going to take for this one, our baseline, is... Oh, well, I've messed up that shortcut, haven't I? Supposed to go left there to save some time, but we are just using the base car, so I think we should be okay. We can do a bit of a sloppy one. But yeah, so we get a minute 40 to do this, which is more than enough time using this sports car. So as long as I don't do anything stupid, like get hit and run, we should be okay. Ugh, this is a really bad start, but I'm still somewhat confident. Okay, so a truly awful starting point there. But we have in fact proved that I can do it using that car, even if it did cost me 50 coins. So 70 sports car is a big old tick. You can beat it with that. So we have quite a lot of cars to get through here. So I think to begin with, I'm going to try and do it in the World War II vehicle and also Snake's car, because those are the 2 vehicles that you have to do part 2 and part 3 with. So again, should be easily doable, but let's just do those to tick it off the list. I said I would do it with the vehicles you would use for part 2 and part 3. Technically what I'm using at the moment is just the normal World War II vehicle, not the proper one, but I'll do it with this one first, just to tick it off the list, and then we'll take a look at the more crazy version. This car is actually so much slower than the actual World War II vehicle you use for part 3, so I'm not concerned, but wow, this car is really slow without the rocket on the back. Well, less than 10 seconds remaining on that one. This car is not amazing, but we did it. Oh, actually, did we? I completely missed the box. Back we go. But we did it. So yeah, another one to tick off. Okay, this is much faster than the other World War II vehicle. Like, so much faster. I'm not even that worried about getting there. It's going to be more about the speed, which, to be fair, is what part 3 is all about. It's more about being too fast, if anything. So yeah, we should be able to do this one no problem, as long as I don't crash too many times. Alright, there was never any doubt. World War II vehicle with rocket, tick. Yeah, just look at these stats for Snake's car. There's really no doubt that we should be able to do this. I guess people complain about how hard this is, but part 2, not that bad. Not when you got a car this good. Oh, this is the best one so far. The 70 sports car was pretty good, but this one's also pretty good. I'm only on car number 4 here, so I should not get used to fast cars that handle well. I know that's not going to always be the case. Alright, done. There was never any doubt. I want to start and get some of the more obvious cars out the way, the ones that are really good that I know I'm going to be able to do. So let's start with the hers. Look at those stats. Shouldn't be a problem. I said this might be the easiest one or the best car in the game, but it's it might be too good. It might be too good. Well, that was bloody close. I'm having to brake a lot with this car just because it's so fast. Even though it handles well, I need to brake just so I don't go too fast. Wasn't actually a great time on that one. I had to be so cautious with my speed that actually it took me longer than some of the other ones, but doesn't matter, that's done. Or when we're talking about good cars, we got to include Car Built for Homer. Oh, it's a classic. Look at that beast. Beautiful. This chase sedan seems pretty good. I can imagine we could do it no problem with this. This car seems really good. It's not a car I use that often, but I guess I'm an idiot because this car seems actually really solid. Alright, that's the first time I've messed up, but that's okay. I'm still confident we can do it with this car. It's just, I'm having to do this 85 times at a minimum. There's going to be some mistakes. Let's get back on the horse, get this done. Oh no, the level's disappeared. Cut this, cut all of this, cut this. So despite nearly being sucked into the void, I escaped the void and completed the mission. Don't really know a lot about this car, but I'm seeing some pretty good stats here, so an easy one to tick off, in theory. Oh, this does not turn very well. I think we're going to be able to do this fine, but oh, the handling's a little rough. It's also kind of ugly. Maybe that's mean. A little bit of an ugly car. What I'm learning here is that as long as I'm over 50 seconds by the time I get to that graveyard, I should be fine. Maybe that's not a good basis, but once I start going under 50 seconds coming out of the graveyard, that might be a bad thing. We'll see. A little bit more awkward that one, but we still managed to do it, so tick it off. Oh, look at this. This must be so easy with Mr. Burns' limo. Oh, this also does not turn well and is really long. I might, for the first time, have to actually reverse out of here. You can't even see. You can barely even see it at the back there. I guess it's there, people, but... oh, you were not meant to do this. This car is not that great, to be honest, but we've still got plenty of time, so we should still get it done. But yeah, it's just too long and unwieldy, but we should be fine. It was not a good run, but it was a run, and it was a successful one. So yeah, Mr. Burns' limo, not that easy. Well, it is easy, but harder than it should have been. But yes, you can beat this mission with that car. Oh, those are some pretty nice stats. Yeah, let's give the police car a go. Oh, after the limo, this feels amazing. Oh, I shouldn't get used to this. I really shouldn't. Yep, nice and easy. Just as I thought. So this is a very strange one. The 36 Suts Bearcat. But going by the stats, should be easy enough to do. Despite it looking like it's from the 1800s, should be easy. Oh, this is... oh. I'm having a little trouble getting out of the gate here. I don't know if that's the car's fault or mine. This definitely looks very weird, driving with all this money coming out and nuclear waste behind me, but making it work. Oh, this is slow. I don't think it's the car's fault, but this is the slowest one I've done so far. Looks like we got plenty of time though, although I didn't take that shortcut, so I still think we're okay. Just having a bad run. But time-wise, this is definitely not where I want to be. This definitely feels too slow. I barely made that. So that's what it looks like when I only have 2 seconds left. Although that was more down to my bad driving, but not a good sign. But even so, tick it off. I've been avoiding this one, but seeing how Mission 2 of Level 7 has you drive the zombie car across the map, on paper this one should be fine, but I hate the zombie car. But even so, we gotta tick it off. Ugh, horrible thing. Horrible. So this car has so much speed that we should be alright. It's just so hard to control. But we're just too fast to fail, I like to think. Well, that was the most awkward jump yet. That's the thing that's nice about this. It seems to be that crashing into traffic actually doesn't really cause you to drop it. Not all the time anyway. So, something to keep in mind, I guess. Goodbye, zombie car. I hate you. I can beat this mission with you, but I hate you. While we're attempting to do this with cars that are really fast, let's give this one a go as well. Very similar to the zombie car, although I do like it a little bit better. But yeah, very fast, very hard to control, but we should be able to do it with this as well. I don't know why I like this car more than the zombie car. Maybe because it doesn't have that smoke blocking part of the screen, but this is much nicer. I'm going to enjoy these easy ones while I can, because that was painless. Very painless. So there's one car that I haven't used yet, which you do actually have to kind of do this with, and that's the hover car. The very first time you have to transport waste is with this car, so yeah, let's tick that off, shall we? Done and done. And I mean done. So the last two, I would say obvious ones where we can definitely do them are Bart's car from level 6 and our Pooh's car from level 5. So let's just get those out of the way. I think those should be the last two that we can obviously do this mission with. I need your help. Oh, man, my car is gone. And the ashtray was full. This game is weird. This is a very strange game. Not quite as fast as Bart's car, but yeah, good enough to get this done. So out of the normal list of cars that you have available, there are no more 4-star speed ones that we can try. But you know what we can use? The hover bike. So, there are multiple cars or vehicles in the game where they're very, very quick, but as you can see, not very tough. So the first one we're going to try is the hover bike, just to see how doable it is. Alright, this is definitely very fast. That definitely doesn't look correct. That definitely doesn't look right. Oh, this is fast. At least it's small though. At least it's tiny. Oh, okay. I mean, we can do this, but this is... I might have to use my brake quite a lot just to survive. This actually hasn't been too bad, you know? As long as you don't go full pelt, this is actually alright. It just likes to kick from left to right sometimes when you do go too quick, but this is alright. Despite how awkward that looked and how awkward that felt to control, yeah, you can do it with the hover bike. Alright, the next 5-star one we have is open wheel race car, which I'm a little bit more scared of. Because look how big this thing is. It is a bloody F1 car. So this is going to be similar to the bike, but I think a little bit harder. Alright, it's not a great first impression, but at least I can control it slightly. But it does go all over the place. Oh my god, this is so fast. Oh, it's kind of awesome. This is actually just really fun to use. I was terrified that this was going to be like a mess. But this car is just amazing. Like, it's fast, but you can actually control it. It's like, what? That shouldn't be allowed. So this might have been obvious to most people, but yes, 2 of the fastest cars in the game you can indeed do this mission with. I was worried that I would be so crazy out of control that that wouldn't happen, but they're both really good cars, so yeah. Good stuff. So I'm going to jump ahead a little bit here. Because I'm looking at fast cars at the moment, I want to get all the really fast cars out the way. So I'm using the special list of cars you can get after getting 100% in the game and typing in the cheat code. So let's start by using the black version of Bart's car, because I sincerely hope we can do it with this. Seeming how it's the exact same color and just has some old man driving it. So this is very strange. It's not picking me up. I'm trying to go inside the beam, but it doesn't pick me up. I guess I'm going to count this as a win because I did make it here, but it's just not picking me up. So we'll tick it off anyway. But yeah, there might be a problem with some of these more special, unique cars, but we'll see. So there is a second police car that you can spawn in. So I'm going to use this as the test to see if we can even technically complete the mission while using these, again, unlockable, more unique vehicles. Okay, alright, we're back. Let's slowly go in. Okay, this one works. Right, so that police car works, but the other car didn't. So, okay, I guess there's a third category here. Cars where, due to some sort of bug, simply don't work, but we technically can reach it in time. So we'll keep an eye out for that. So when I was saying about fast cars in the game, you knew I was talking about this one. We have to give this a go. Oh my god, this has got to be the fastest one, right? We might find a faster one, but yeah, let's try it with the ultimate fast car. Alright, okay. Don't want to be pushing that A button too much. This does not have the best turning circle. Oh my god, it goes inside! Oh, that's kind of really cool and also very strange, considering there is a lot of fire there. God, this thing just doesn't turn properly. Alright, we're off. Here we go. Let's not crash. Oh, these brakes are not as good as you would want them to be. Oh, I'm going to have to be very careful here. Alright, let's take a risk. Let's be bold. Let's be bold. That might be a bit too far. Okay, Right, should have seen that coming. Let's grab this spanner and carry on and not do any crazy jumps again. I just can't control this thing. This is what I thought the other vehicles were going to be like. I just can't control it. Alright, this is like a bad time going into the graveyard. I lined up that jump quite nicely, so that should hopefully help us. Oh, thank goodness for this spanner halfway through. That's going to really help. Come on, turn. Please turn. I'm asking so nicely. God. Right, I'm going to have to get this ramp. I have not used this ramp once so far, but I'm never going to make it otherwise. Oh my god. Alright, here we go, here we go. Only 4 seconds to spare. That was tough. But we did it though. And it actually does get sucked up. So there we go. That car was so hard to steer, but alright, we did it. Tick it off. Alright, things got a little bit crazy there. So let's tick off a more normal vehicle, Willie's tractor, which actually has 3-star speed. So I think this should be okay to use. Maybe. I was trying to find a car that was 3.5 stars on speed, but I couldn't find one. Which is why I'm now controlling the tractor, because that has a 3-star speed. But I couldn't find any 3.5, which I thought was interesting. So it's not an amazing time on this one, but that's mostly because I got stuck on one of the traffic cars. So 3 stars on speed, we can do that quite easily, which is good, because that gives me confidence for when we're going to have to try the 2.5 stars on speed. So if we can beat it with the tractor, which has 3-star speed, we should be able to beat it with the other 3-star speed car. So let's just get those out of the way, starting with the quite ridiculous clown car. Oh, this is very nice. I actually like this car a ton. I like the bubbles. That was odd. And yep, as expected. Alright, next up is the cola truck, which is a lot bigger than the clown car and the tractor, so might be a little bit harder, but still, I'm not worried. Not worried at all. Oh, this thing is huge. I think due to how big this car is, this might be the first one I'm going to try and reverse to get this nuclear waste. Okay, back it up, back it up. This has gone not... What am I hitting? Oh, I'm hitting the cage. Oh, this has gone very badly. I'm still hitting the cage. Go around the cage. No! Go around the cage! Very bad start, but that's still on me. Although we... You're just going to have to trust me that I have the nuclear waste on this one, because we just can't see it due to how big this car is. Oh, there we go. That's the first time I haven't made that jump either. So it's saying that this is a 3-star speed car. I don't think that's true in the slightest. This feels so much slower than the tractor and the clown car. Oh my god, we didn't make that jump either. Can I not do that shortcut? Oh, that would suck if I can't do that shortcut. I didn't even think about not being able to make that jump. Alright, we'll just have to try this again. It's quicker to restart than actually go back. Right, let's go back to old reliable. I'm going to drive in and then reverse out and spin. I think that's going to be a lot better. Oh, that's a million times better. Oh, I should never have been reversing to do that. Let's not do that ever again. This is much, much better than last time, but I need a lot of speed to get this jump right. Not... Oh, there we go. That's much better. I just had to floor it and smash into the traffic. But this is looking a lot better than the first attempt. Oh, come off it! What? I guess this truck is so big and heavy that even just smashing into the ground like that. Okay, I've never seen that before, but alright. Run it again. Something to consider. I'm not going to make that. Not going to make it. I had to stop. If the wrong type of traffic spawned in front of the front of the graveyard, I'm not going to be able to make that jump. That's bad. That's very bad. Like my hit and run meter as well. That's way too high. But I'm just so big that I just smash into everything. Oh, I've got so little time. Okay, it didn't happen that time, at least. Oh, I don't think I'm going to do this. I'm just going to have to go for it. Hope for the best. 2, 1. Oh, that was so close. I mean, that's close enough that I think I can do this no problem. But yeah, this is the first time that I found a vehicle that's a little bit iffy, but we can do this. We can get this done. Oh, come on. No, not hit and run. No. See, the time that I'm losing, that meant I didn't do it last time, I think was just because I couldn't do that jump, and I couldn't do that jump again, and now I'm being chased by the police. This is not great. I guess it's still doable, but this ain't great. No. Okay, alright, we'll run that again. It's all coming down to the bloody jump at the graveyard. If the traffic's too dense to the point where I can't do the run up, I can't make that jump, and if I can't make that jump, I lose a ton of time. So I guess there's a little bit of luck involved, or I just drive a lot better for the rest of it. We'll see. Okay, show me a clear runway. Show me a clear runway. That's kind of clean. No, that's not that clean. Oh, God. Right, barely made it. But that should give us enough time. As long as nothing weird happens, that should give us enough time to do this. No! I really don't like taking this fire truck for that exact reason. It's so easy to just like go into the side of it, especially with how big this truck is, but I think I have to do it. I think I have to do it in time, but alright. Getting closer. Alright, come on, be kind, physics. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Got a few seconds left. Brake. Okay. All right. So 4 seconds on the clock, I think that was. And we did it. There's kind of no doubt in my mind that we could do it after I got so close before. But yes, you can beat this mission with the Coda truck. It just might take you like 10 attempts. All right, we're going to try another 3-star one. This time the fire truck. That Coda truck definitely wasn't 3 stars. So I think this might be the... Oh my god. Oh. I think I'm going to have a very similar experience with this as I had with the Coda truck. Alright, we turn her around. We're going to turn this around. There we go. Frank, I did not need you to be standing there. I do not need a boost. Oh my god, the cage! The bloody cage hit me! Oh, this is... Oh, this is awful. Well, at least I got the siren. Just like with the cola truck, we're not even going to attempt that jump because it's going to be slower. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the graveyard jump. I guess I've got to try, but I don't see it. I didn't see that. Oh. Oh, I didn't see that either. Oh dear. Restart then. I'm stuck. I got stuck again. Even just trying to get out of that place is difficult because this truck's so bloody big. Alright, let's try this for the first time. Oh my god. It's just so slow. I just can't get in there in time with the speed I need. Right, let's try this actually. What I failed, let's actually just try and do this jump normally without the pressure. Can't even get out. God, this is horrible. Oh, there's hit and run. Oh dear. Alright, here we go. Can I make this jump? No. So I shouldn't even try. I shouldn't even try and make that jump. Because it does... Maybe it is technically possible. I'm going to say it's probably not worthwhile doing that jump. Not with this fire truck. Alright, getting a very high hit and run already. I think that's just part of the territory at this point. Yep, here it comes. Oh, and it... Oh, that's really bad. That's really, really, really bad. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this without getting hit and run. But the fact that they can so easily make me drop the barrel is very, very bad. Alright, we're taking this left. I don't like it. Don't like it at all, but I'm going to have to do it. I'll still cut through the cemetery here, but that's lost a lot of time. Don't have a lot of time here. Oh, this is going to be fun to line up, isn't it? What am I stuck on? Oh, there was a car. Didn't even see it. Right, that was the best run so far. And we still need, what, an extra, like, 8 seconds? Okay, so to make this a lot more bearable, because I can't see. So instead, I'm going to have to go to bumper cam. So I can actually, like, see what I'm doing. Because that time, I lost so much time due to ramming into that bloody car that I couldn't see. That I need to be able to see. I just can't see. The car's just too... I was going to say fat, but not really fat, is it? But it's... Yeah, so I'm going to start doing this attempt. Or these attempts with a fire truck like this. So I can actually avoid... Well, not those people, but they probably deserved it. What? Oh my god, I think I just broke it. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, that bloody cage destroyed it before I even got out. Oh no, and this is open. Alright, I gotta try it. Oh my god, I got over. I can't... I don't know where, like, my boundaries are with the car, but this is like... I can make that jump. Confirmed. Oh, please nothing weird happen. Alright, now we've got to do this bloody ladder. I don't know how to line this up in first person. Here we go. Oh, that's kind of awesome, actually. That was awesome. No, this isn't going to make it. This is just barely going to make... Oh, it just didn't make it. That was a really, really good run. And it still didn't make it. Like, yeah, maybe there's a second or two I could squeeze there. But that was really, really good. And I was still, like, not quite there. So I guess I'll give this a few tries. But I might have to stop. Because this is... It feels doable. But that was really, really good. So, oh, this is looking good. I get past that witch. Alright, okay. Okay. No! Oh, God, I just can't. Oh, that's so hard to line up. Look at this. Like, in first person, this is so hard to line this up. Like, you're hitting nothing. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare just to do this bit. Like, look at that. That, to me, looked alright. Oh. Oh, I did brake for that one. But it's still enough. Good to know. Very good to know. All right, I'm over the ladder. I'm over the ladder. I just need to avoid hit and run and also do it in time. Oh my god, no. No, no, yes. No, yes. Yes, 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 yes. We can't. With a cool 2 seconds on the clock. Oh, get lost, fire truck. Okay. So you can do it in the fire truck. It might just cost you a little bit of your soul to do so. That feels like that might be the boundary in terms of what's possible. That was tough, but we've still got plenty of more to go, so we'll see. Right, so the fire truck is done. And looking at the stats, I've been looking at the speed stat there, which is 3 stars. But as you can see, the acceleration is half a star and the handling is 1 star. So actually, what I might need to be looking at is acceleration. There are a lot of turns. There's a lot of turns that I have to do on this route. So it's actually maybe acceleration is the one that is the bad one here. So to test that out, I want to try another big vehicle. I think the fire truck is the biggest vehicle in the game, but I'm going to try another vehicle here, which is the school bus, which has lower speed but has a half star more acceleration. So we're going to give this a go and see if it's any nicer than the fire truck. Okay, it still doesn't turn all too great, but we didn't hit the top of that cage, so I'm feeling optimistic. I think this is better than the fire truck despite having a lower speed. Oh yeah, this feels much better than the fire truck. Just getting around these corners is just so much less painful than with the fire truck. I don't want to be too cocky too soon, but I think this might be way better. Very good traffic spawning for that, and we clear this absolutely no problem. So yeah, this should be okay, which fills me with a little bit of hope, because potentially maybe the fire truck is the hardest vehicle in the whole game to do the challenge on. So if that's true, then the rest of this shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see. Alright, hit and run, that's not good. Please don't slam into me. Let's just get over here. Alright. Oh god, are they going to chase me here? I hope not. Take it up, take it up. Alright, cool, we're done. Right, so I was able to do that first try. So almost certainly not as bad as the fire truck. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that acceleration stat, because that seems like that might be the big one. Let's keep carrying on with this whole big car thing. And let's just get the armored truck out the way. If I'm able to do the fire truck and the school bus, this should be no problem. But let's just double check that. Well, I can actually see the waist this time. Feels like it's been ages since I've been able to do that. But yeah, this doesn't handle too well, but it looks like I've got enough speed to do this. Oh, that turning was horrible. Alright, this truck is nowhere near as big as the fire truck, but it's very slow. It's very, very sluggish, and going around corners is a nightmare. So this is going to be a lot tougher than the school bus. God, this controls so badly. It's one of those where, like, when you drift or go to the side just a little bit, it really just swings you. Your momentum's very strange. This might be harder than I thought. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Did not need that hit and run. But I did just drift into like 5 people there, so it's probably fair enough. Come on. Ah, that is so horrible. That is horrible. It's just the slightest little bump and it just sends you the wrong way. Ooh, I don't like that. That's not great. That's not great at all. What? I didn't hit anything. Oh, come off it. I didn't. Ah, we'll need an action replay on that one maybe, because I didn't hit anything. Such a good run as well. Alright, looking okay here. I think we're good, as long as nothing weird happens. Please no weird physics. Up and over. Alright, okay. That's that one done. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be. But I think it's because the weight... Tick it off. I think that's because of the weight of the car. Something that the stat screen doesn't show is the weight stat. And the weight stat really affected that car in very wacky ways. The way it controlled was quite awful, and I think it's because it's really heavy like the fire truck. So Hopefully there's not too many of those left to go, but we'll see. So I'm going to keep going with some of these bigger cars, and we're going to use one of these secret cars. I don't know if you can use this normally in the game, I'm not sure, but yeah, monorail. Let's give this a go and hope it's easier than the fire truck and the armored truck. The first question with this car, will it fit in here nicely? Oh, it does actually. Oh, I feel like this should be a lot bigger than it actually is. Oh, those noises are horrible. Oh, this isn't particularly fast, but I think it should be this. Oh, oh, wow. Did not expect that. You can weirdly drift very well with some of these weighty cars. So far, I think this is okay, but yeah, I guess I gotta be careful of that turning. Oh, only barely made that, but I did brake a lot, so it makes sense. I don't think I'm gonna make this, but it's a good start. Oh no, I'm not gonna make this. Okay, yeah, I messed up there a couple of times, so it feels doable, but not easy. Oh god. Whenever you hit something with this car, it just goes flying. It's just that weight stat, it's just brutal. It's once you pick up a little bit of speed, you just can't control yourself. Oh, this is going to be close. Okay, brake, brake, brake. Nothing fancy. Just get in there. Alright. Okay. Oh, that thing did not control well at all. It loved to just drift out. It was so heavy. Oh, alright. I'm going to need to take a break from these heavy cars, I think. When I said take a break from these heavy cars, what I meant is I need a big, fast, heavy car. Here we go. Yes. This should be a lot easier. Maybe. Right, so the fire truck did fit in here, so I'm assuming we will with this. Right, that was closer than I would have liked, but okay, so far it looks like every car can at least fit into that space, which is good. Okay, this is a lot floatier than you would think it would be. I don't think it has that same weight stat. Like, I think it's a lot lighter than it looks. But having a car with actual acceleration feels amazing. This is awesome. I've gotten here so much quicker because it actually accelerates. Oh my god, that should not have counted. Oh no, hit and run. As long as it's going to be close. As long as these guys don't interrupt me. Oh god, turn. Turn, dude. No, no. Oh, okay. All right, clip the tree. It happens. This definitely isn't as fast as I initially thought it was going to be. It's still quite slow and clunky. It's just nowhere near as slow and clunky as the trucks I've just been using. So it feels pretty good, but it's still also pretty bad. Well, let's see if we can actually do this jump. I haven't done this jump in ages. Nice! Oh my god, actually a car that can jump over that gap. I wouldn't say this is particularly hard using this car, but I'm getting some this is taking me longer than I would care to admit to actually do. It's just so huge, and its acceleration is so immediate when you tap the button, and its speed is also quite low, which kind of brings together this perfect storm of just actually it's a lot harder than you would think. One thing I will say is that I don't think I can take that fire truck ladder shortcut. I haven't tried, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be far, far, far too big for it. Come on, 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 come on. Oh, that's the closest I've been so far. Oh, if I had half a second, not even half a second, but just a 20th of a second, I would have done that. It is sadly time to do what I didn't want to do, but once again, I'm going to have to switch into first person because this car is like the widest car in the entire game, and it's also really tall. I think the fire truck as a whole is still bigger, but this is ridiculous. Like, I just can't see what I'm doing. So back to vomit cam. I think I'm going to have to say that this is officially as hard as the fire truck now. It's just so wide. It's so hard to not hit. Oh, that was bad. It's so hard not to hit things. So it's like almost guaranteed you're going to get hit and run. You just get affected by every little bump on the ground. It doesn't have the same weight issues with its momentum that some of the other trucks did, where it would like drift, but it's just so wide. It's actually ridiculous. So this section is apparently a lot harder in the truck because there's so many things you can hit. I just did it that time, but I have lost multiple attempts due to that one section alone. Okay, nothing weird, nothing weird, nothing weird. Just up and over. Not even pressing accelerate. Just get it in. Get this stupid car in. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know if I would say that was worse than the fire truck, but it's such a wide car. That was stressful. I was much more reliant on the physics being kind and the people spawning being nice as well, and the traffic spawning being nice for that one, but I always knew I could do it. But yeah, that was stressful. Speaking of trucks, let's do something a little bit more reliable. Mr. Plow is also quite a wide car, but I think it should be a little bit nicer than what I just used. This car seems tiny in comparison to what I was using. This legitimately seems tiny on my screen. Okay, decent speed here. Feels pretty good to control. The speed stat isn't particularly high for this car, but as long as I can actually control it, that's a step in the right direction. Oh, that was no problem. That wasn't even a good run by me. I messed up like 2 of the shortcuts and I still managed to do it, so yes, nice and easy one. Well, we can't do Mr. Plow without then doing Plow King. As you can kind of see, the stats are actually pretty bad for Plow King. Because you get that in level 1 compared to level 2, so I don't like the look of that acceleration, but I've done Mr. Plow. Gotta see if Plow King can get this done as well. Really bad start here. I can feel how slow this car is. This is so much slower than Mr. Plow. It's kind of night and day. And doesn't look like I can make that gap either, so that's not good. Alright, this car is slow. I think I'm going to have to give the fire truck ladder shortcut a go. Although I just messed it up, so I'll do that on the next attempt. Okay, very nice. Now I just have to hope I have enough time to actually finish it. Oh, how does this keep happening? I keep missing out by just a fraction of a second. And it's the worst feeling because it means that it is possible. I can beat this with this car. I just have to actually do it. But now this means I'm locked in to using this not very good car a lot of times. This is going to be close. Probably the same as before. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I got so close to hit and run there, which might have ruined my day if that happened. But yes, okay. Didn't take me that long, but you can beat it with Plow King. Good. Good, good, good. I really don't want to do any more vans or trucks, but we've got so many more left to do, so let's keep pushing through with them and give the book burning van a go. What? It turns? It turns when I want it to turn? And it's not massive? And it's quick? Oh, this is everything I ever wanted. I love this already. This has been pure bliss. I love this car. This might be my new favorite one in the whole game. It's funny, it controls well, I managed to do this first time, I love it. I guess Lovejoy, when it comes to book burning, does not mess around. You need something quick. If someone says, I gotta burn this copy of Harry Potter, you gotta be there like that. Alright, how about it, Surveillance Fan? This can't be that bad, I don't think. Once again, just like the book burning fan, this one just is pretty speedy, controls well, and overall seems to be pretty good, so I don't think we're going to have any problems here. Absolutely no problems, did it first time, we can tick it off. I'm going back to some of the more weirder, unique ones now, and let's give this milk truck a go. Not one you see all that often, because it's only used in one bonus mission, but hopefully this is one of the good vans, and not a bad van. I'm not sure if I can make the call yet, if it's good or bad. It's definitely not as good as the book burning van. But I don't think it's as bad as some of the other ones I've used. We'll see. It can't make that jump though. Not even close. That was a good little run up as well. So, oh, that's not good. Oh, can barely make that cemetery jump. I think I'm going to have to take this, but luckily this van's quite small. So that was actually quite nice going up on that. Not a lot of time on the clock, but that is doing it first time. So, not amazing, but actually pretty solid. That could have gone a lot worse. I like the colour as well, so it's win-win. Let's stick with having big cars, but let's take a little bit of a step away from trucks and try out the Canyonero. I was able to do it with Mr. Plow, so I'm assuming this shouldn't be any problems. Oh, look how easily it clears that gap. This is beautiful. As suspected, that was really nice. Super easy to do. It's one of the core cars, so you can actually control it. So yeah, no surprises. You can definitely do it. Thank you, Canyonero, for showing me a good time. That was really nice. But seeming how we're now back to doing some of the core cars, like the core character cars, how about we do the rest of them? So we got Homer's car, we've got Bart's car, but let's start off with Lisa's, wherever that is. Where is Lisa's car? It's green, isn't it? Oh no, it wasn't green. I was being stupid. Malibu Stacy. This should be okay, but yeah, let's tick off all the main cars that you get in each level. Oh yeah, this is easy peasy. I was a little bit worried about some of these cars because the speed stat goes down as you go along them. So the further into the levels you get, the faster your default car is. But so far, these just control so well and have good acceleration that I think I should be able to tick all of these off without too much trouble. I do find it odd that Lisa isn't in this car though. It's making me paranoid that I've picked the wrong one, but I've got to do them all at some point, so I guess it's all good. And done. Oh wait, is this Lisa's car? Feels like it might be. It doesn't matter, we got to do them all, so I'm going to give this a go. I don't know if it's Lisa's car or not. I should really know that off the top of my head. As I was driving this across the map, I am now 99% sure that is not Lisa's car. Like, I'm pretty sure that is not the case, but it doesn't matter because it was easy and we can tick another one off. So far, so good with the starting car, so let's go right on to Bart's. I can definitely feel that this car is a little bit slower than some of the others, but it just controls and accelerates too well for that to be a problem. I was able to do that first time. I wasn't even really paying that much attention to that one. That was just very smooth and to the point. It's now time for probably the most iconic car in the entire game, the family sedan. But as you can see, those stats aren't too great. But hopefully the acceleration being 1.5 stars is going to be enough for this. But yeah, on paper, the worst starting car. But I think we should be okay. Oh yeah, I can feel that low speed. But I'm still confident. It feels quite strange using this car in the Halloween version of the level when you really normally wouldn't have any reason to. That was very bad what I just did there, but hopefully not bad enough to fail. Way closer time-wise than it really should have been, but there was never really much doubt. Yeah, it's a bit slow, but it just controls too well. I've said that quite a few times with these cars, but yeah, was never much doubt for that one. So before I start going back to the trucks again and the vans, how about we get a little bit weird with it, starting off with the ATV. Oh yes. Well, this is just excellent. Oh my, okay, yeah, we got the gap at the back. Alright, this turns very aggressively. We got good speed though, and we are quite small. In fact, this might be the smallest one. Actually, I think there's a smaller one coming up, but this is tiny. I feel so close to the ground. Oh, we barely made that. I don't think that's a speed issue. I think we're just so bloody tiny that it made it more difficult. I've played this mission so many times that seeing it so close to the ground is freaking me out a bit. Because it's just like I'm seeing this in a whole new perspective. Oh, nice. Alright, very nice. Oh, this was really fun to control. I'm kind of sad that I did it on my first go. But yeah, it went so fast and was so tiny that you could avoid stuff that it wasn't too bad, despite the fact that it turned very aggressively. If we're going to do one tiny car, we got to do the other tiny car. It's so small. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, this is definitely tiny. I think it's safe to say it is the smallest car. Well, let's grab that. Oh my god, that's amazing! Oh, I thought we were going to have, like, the big gap behind it again, but no, just put it on top, mate. Just put it on top. I'll balance it. We'll figure it out. Oh, it sounds so good as well. Listen to that engine purr. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to make this. I think we might be too small. Yeah, I think we had the speed. We're just too tiny to make those jumps. Oh, I'm having a hard time controlling this, though. It's bouncing a lot. All the little bumps really send it flying. So I actually don't have a lot of time on this first attempt. Oh my god, and I didn't make that jump. Well, this is awkward. I don't think I can make that jump. I think it's just too tiny. I'm going to have to go round. Down we go. Oh, which side did it even put me on? Okay, alright, well, I'll keep going for practice, but maybe that's the tech. Oh my god. Oh, I can't use that technique. I think I'm not going to be able to do the spin. Normally I would go in and then just spin it around, but it just spins so much that there's not much point. I might as well just go in and grab it and go forward. I don't know if I'm ever going to get tired of this visual of having the waist on top of this car. It just looks so perfect. Alright, go up. Alright, fail. So we're going to back up, land, and then go forward. Alright, we lost a lot of time there, but that still seemed okay. No, 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 no. Alright, just phase through the sign. I guess we're small enough that the physics just don't apply to us. Ah, more spinning out. Alright, this actually might be a lot tougher than I thought it would be. Oh god, hedges, no! Alright, this is tougher than I thought it would be. The problem I'm having is that if you hit anything, it spins you out. So even the small things, like the small things I would normally hit and it wouldn't even do anything, I have to avoid those. I have done this multiple times now. I need to know, can you even drop this thing? The bloody pavement didn't interrupt me. Okay, here we go. That was full speed, I think. Let's try again. No. I don't think it's possible to drop this thing with this car. I know I'm wasting time here, but that's so strange. Look at that, I just bounced off. That's amazing. No, I don't think you can drop it with this car. I'm not sure if this is possible. I made some mistakes during that, but I'm not sure if this is possible. I'll keep trying, but it's just too slow. I guess we'll see. I think this is going to be fire truck levels of hard. That's kind of become the bar now for when I try and judge to see how hard these are. I'm still enjoying using this thing at least, because it is fun to use, but you can just kind of see it just is so slow. It feels quick, but it's quick in the same way that you would see like an ant. Like if you picked up a rock and there was an ant underneath it, that would look like it's going fast. But if you measured the distance it was going, it wouldn't actually be traveling that far. That's kind of what's happening here. Okay, that was the closest I got so far. I still don't know if this is possible. But I'm getting closer, but I'm not confident. Oh, I think this was it. This was it. Up we go. Oh, I hope the tractor beam actually works for this car. Yay, there it goes. Awesome. So you can do it. I had to be pretty much perfect on that one. No spinning out, no messing up the shortcuts. I had to be like perfect. That was still fun to use at least, but yeah, that's doable, but you got to be perfect if you want to get that done. So how about we stick with the theme of driving city cars, but drive something normal size. So let's give Night Boat here a go. Now this is feeling pretty good. It's fast, it does turn quite a bit. Doesn't feel like it's got a lot of weight to it, but this should be okay. I think the lack of weight is becoming a bit of a problem, but it's just so bloody fast that it just makes up for it in other ways. Alright, that's a first try on that one. Yeah, little bit weird to handle, but like it's just so quick that it's not even a problem. So yeah, nice and easy. So we've done a lot of the weird ones now. Speed Rocket, RC Buggy, but there's this one. So there's kind of like a weird section here in the list. ATV, Night Boat, Monorail Car. But there's one more we need to do, which is Planet Hype 50s Car, which, to be honest, is like the most normal of them all. So should be okay. This car is a little bit heavier than I was expecting. Speed-wise and acceleration-wise and somewhat handling all seems to be okay, but yeah, this is actually quite a heavy car. Oh, don't hit the board. Alright, clip through it, that works too. Playing with some of those weirder cars really makes me appreciate these just normal vehicles. Yes, this one's a bit heavier compared to some of the other ones, but it still feels like a joy compared to some ones I've already used. Alright, one and done. Just was quite a normal car, so easy enough to tick off. I said we were done with weird cars, but I kind of lied. Because there's this one, the red brick, which is the ultimate weird car. I've got to include it in all of this. Look at this thing, it's so weird. Okay, with this being another tiny one, with insane turning, I'm going to not break into it this time and do it like that. On the back. Oh my god. That should have dropped it. Oh, I can. Oh. This just turns so sharply. I have to be very careful. Got to tap when I turn. My understanding with this car is that this is supposed to be like a dev car. A car to just that the developers used to like try things out and test things. But this doesn't control very well. For that, I guess the people who made this game are probably better at it than I am. But yeah, there's like a separate cheat code you can put in to unlock it, which does make sense for if it was a developer car, so people could just type in the code rather than having to 100% the game, which is what you're supposed to do to get all these unique weird cars. That really wasn't very fun at all. The turning on it just makes me feel a bit sick. It just turns so sharply. But I did it on the first try. Like, it's a good enough car that it's easy enough to do, but yeah, that didn't feel very good. So with the wacky cars, the more unique cars out of the way, I want to tick off some of the more standard ones we haven't done yet. Which includes, where is it? What am I looking for here? There's quite a few we haven't done here, but there's some very slow cars that I'm saving until later. But yeah, let's do the Kremlin. Before doing this, I would say that maybe the Kremlin was like one of my least favorite cars in the game. After having to use so many bad cars today, I'm not going to say that's the case anymore, but yeah, this does not handle very well. I do not like the missions where you have to use it, but I think compared to some of the other ones, this is probably going to be okay. Alright. It didn't work the first time I drove through the beam, but it worked the second time, so we can tick that off. Next up on the list of cars that are somewhat normal, Krusty's Limo. Pretty good stats, so shouldn't be a problem. I've now officially been playing this for over 4 hours. The same mission, just different cars. Neat. Krusty's Limo, tick it off the list. Let's go from a clown limo into a normal limo. Those stats are worse, but nothing that I'm too worried about. I think that should still be alright. Oh, this is a lot heavier to control than I thought it might be. I think it's just a heavy car, and it's quite long. I don't think it's as long as the fire truck, but longer than I would like. I might not do this on the first go, but let's see if we can make this jump. Because that's always a big factor, and we can. Good, good, good. So this felt quite heavy compared to Krusty's Limo, but yeah, I think it's just using Krusty's Limo, and then this limo made this one feel a little bit heavier, but really, it's pretty quick. wasn't an issue to get this done. All right, next up on the remaining normal cars, it's the nerd car. It's a car for nerds. This is such a middle-of-the-road car. Like, it's not that quick, but it's not that slow. I'm not going to get an amazing time with it, but I'm going to be able to get it done. That's a big old thumbs up for the nerd car. The Curator. Not a car I think I've ever used, but those stats were looking okay, so I think it's something we're going to be able to do quite quickly. After that streak of big cars that were really hard to use, and mini cars that were also pretty hard to use, it's nice to just go through these average cars, because none of them are like really at risk of not being able to complete this. It's just, oh, it's calmly right down. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful run. I don't know if I'll ever use this car again, but thank you very much, Curator. That was nice and easy. So this is where it gets a little bit confusing. There are just two cars called sedans. There's actually also a Sedan A and a Sedan B that we have to do, but yeah, these are kind of like the last of the normal cars as I've dubbed them, so they're technically separate cars, so we've got to check them both. Let's do the plain Jane one first. It is a plain Jane car, and it was also a very plain Jane playthrough that we can now tick off. Alright, that's one sedan done. Let's do the second one. Let's see how Mo would do at completing this mission. And that's sedan number 2 ticked off and done. So, with that done, there are now 3 categories of cars that I need to check. The first one is the trucks that I didn't want to do. The ones with appalling stats, just like, where is it? The Duff truck and the donut truck. There are also the traffic cars, because by bringing up this menu, we can drive traffic cars if we want to. And then there's also the ones that you wouldn't normally be able to control. There's a few of those sprinkled in. So I think I'm going to start with one of those, because it should be quite an easy one. And that's this one. Non-Uplet's minivan, which is normally in Apu's level. This definitely isn't very quick, but definitely not on the same level of slowness as the other trucks and vans. Oh! Oh, it didn't make that jump. That's disappointing. Oh, no. I'm going to try this again and hope I can actually clear it this time. Alright, barely. Barely cleared it. Time-wise, that doesn't look too great, and that definitely wasn't simple. That took me a few tries, but I don't know. The only problem there is that it was slow. It still controlled pretty well, so that could have been a lot harder than it actually was. So there is a block of cars that has been taunting me for a while, and that's these cell phone cars. We got car A, B, C, and D, which, as far as I'm aware, are pretty much the exact same car. That's A. All right. And that's B. Oh, different color. Very nice. That's C. Oh, a different color again. And that's D. So if I can do it with one of them, I can do it for all of them. Of course, I am still going to make sure I can do it for all of them. But yeah, let's finally get these marked off, because that's 4 done right away. Oh, that ringing sound is really annoying. I'm pretty sure all 4 of these cars are just going to constantly ring. So it really just rings the whole time, eh? No breaks in the rings, just... if you're in this car, it rings. Well, despite the fact that it made a annoying noise the whole time, that was actually not too bad, although I missed it. Let's go back. Hopefully that's not that bug again. Yep, there we go. Yeah, despite making that annoying noise, that was okay, so... first one done, 3 more to go. So I've got some fantastic news. This one does ring, but it's a slightly different type of ring. Ah? Ah, ain't that something? Doesn't that mean that it's completely okay to keep ringing the whole time? Done. Done. And done. So despite the fact that I'm probably never going to stop hearing a cell phone ringing in my ear, those weren't too bad. They're pretty solid cars. So now I want to get to one of the best traffic cars, the sports car. So we've got sports car A, which is that one. Very nice. And sports car B, which is that one. I guess the lights are up where the other one isn't. So we're just going to get those done real quick. The sports car is a really good car in this game. So we should be able to do these. See, look at this. Brilliant little car. The sports car just feels so good compared to other vehicles. I can brake, I can turn, I can smash into traffic and it doesn't spin me out. It's just, oh, it feels so good to be driving this. Very nice, very easy. I'm kind of glad I get to do that twice with the sports car. I really am a big fan of it. The sports car A done, let's go straight into sports car B. Yep. Yep. So with the sports cars done, we've got 2 sedans here. So I think these are going to be the last 2 like doubles that we have to do. So yeah, let's go sedan A. Well, it's almost in the boot of the car, isn't it? It's somehow popping out of the top of it, but it does kind of look like it's in the boot. Don't know if that was intentional, but I'll give it to them. So that's sedan A, all taken care of. Okay, that's sedan B done. A and B they're pretty much the same car really, although I think that sounds a little bit different. It felt a little bit slower, but yeah, did those both first try. Take them off. So I'm trying to get to the place where only the most difficult cars are left. And there are not that many cars left now. Well, I think still maybe at least 20, so quite a lot, but I just wanted to get it so we only have the hardest ones left. So I'm going to do another traffic car, this time the taxi, which I think should be about the same as the sedan. And I was correct. I think the taxi might be a little bit quicker than the sedan, but I was able to do that first go. But yeah, it's probably somewhere between the sports car and the sedan. With the taxi done, that means we only have 25 left to do. And looking at the list, I don't see any easy ones. So I'm just going to have to pick one and give it a go. So yeah, station wagon. What even is this? Oh, that shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. It's another one where we can't even see the waist. That brings me back. Such good memories. Yeah, I don't think this is particularly quick, but I have just used some decent cars back to back to back, so I don't want to judge this too harshly. Hopefully I can do this first go, but I guess this is the test. Although that car just messed it up. Yeah, alright, I think I can make that jump if I don't hit into traffic first. But we might not even need it. Might just be able to do this first go. Alright, not an amazing time there, but even though I messed up the shortcut, it got it done quite nicely. Like, not an amazing car. Don't know if I would strongly recommend, but if I ordered an Uber and that's what came and picked me up, I would be like, yeah, 5 stars. Thank you. Alright, so because I'm lazy, we did the station wagon, we've done the taxi, let's get the SUV done. Oh, this one also, I think, is probably going to be okay. Yeah, feels alright. Oh, did he tipped it? Okay, it has passed. Oh no. I was about to say it's passed the test of jumping over the tires, but the Simpsons Hit and Run physics, they give and they take. Sometimes you like clip into the ground, I think, and it causes you to like collide on nothing, but alright, it passed the test. We should be able to do that without dropping it next time. This wasn't very smooth sailing using this SUV, but I put that more to bad luck and just general weirdness than I do the actual car. It wasn't amazing, but yeah, that was never really in doubt. So there are 2 cars left that I think are going to be the most difficult. The first is the Duff truck, and the second is the garbage truck. So I'm going to try and do as many as I can which aren't those 2. So what haven't I done yet? So, oh, we've got the spooky ones. Before doing the spooky ones, let's do the ambulance, and then we'll go and tackle the spooky ones. It's another car that we can't see the waist at all, but this is surprisingly quick. It's definitely really heavy. There is a weight to it, but it's not as bad as some of the other ones. So let's see if it passed the tests. Here we go. I sent a witch broom into the fire. That feels very appropriate. Ah. Oh, physics. Ah, yeah, that's fine. Let's do this properly this time. Oh, not like that. Okay, this is odd. The weight to this ambulance doesn't feel the same as some of the other ones. Like, it doesn't skid. It doesn't have that same sense of momentum. There's like a stronger sense of handling, but it's still heavy. It's like I'm still able to steer this very heavy thing, but I'm getting some of the downsides, I guess. Oh, cleared that by a country mile. Very nice. Oh god, please get out of the way. Please get out of the way. Oh, that feels so bad when that happens. I think... Oh, it's going to be close. Sorry, Skinner. Alright, we did it, but sometimes you just get stuck on cars. Alright, up you go, ambulance. We're good. Hearses can do whatever they want. We've done it. Tick it off. There we go. Off you go, hearse. It's what you deserve. So I promised the spooky ones, so let's go through the spooky ones. So we got Coffin Car, Ghost Ship, Hallow Hearse, and Witch Broom. I think the hearse is going to be the easiest, so let's start with that, just to ease us into these spooky cars. It just feels very heavy when you first start to go, so let's see what happens here. I've not had much luck with this jump. Alright, nice, back on track. Although, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. So far, toughness has not been an issue when it comes to this. I've been able to get through so many cars without this happening, but okay, we're going to have to keep an eye on that. So I think part of the reason why toughness has not been an issue is because of this spanner right here. There's a spanner halfway through that you get every single time. So there might have been some cars that might have almost exploded without it, but because I grabbed that every time, I've been good. Yeah, that was nice and easy. I was worried that car was going to be slow, but no, it's got a good top speed, so we're able to do it and tick it off. Which one do I think is going to be easiest? Let's save Witch Broom for last and go with Coffin Car. It's got to be quite quick, right? Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, this is almost like a mini car, and it's pretty quick. This is very quick, this car. It also turns very tightly and sharply. I guess the main thing I got to look out for is probably the toughness again. Just have to make sure I don't blow this car up. Oh, there's a real charm to these tiny cars, though. I really like having the camera this low down. Kind of cute. That was actually remarkably easy. That car's actually pretty good. I didn't even have it smoke at all during all of that. Oh, oopsie daisy. Gotta go back, turn it around. There we go. Up you go, mate. Yeah, that was nice and easy. Okay, on to Ghost Ship. Despite making some very odd noises, it seems like we're in a pretty good place with this one. Not as quick as the Coffin Car, but actually pretty solid, which is surprising. And up it goes. It's going to be quite satisfying, this. I really don't like that car, but to play, it was fine. All of these have been quite easy so far with the horror cars. And that just leaves the last one, probably the most famous, the Witch Broom. I don't think this is going to be that bad. Yeah, look at this. It's quite quick. Oh, it drifts a lot. Ooh, I guess we'll see. But no. If it's quick and I can control it, then we're all good. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, good. Oh, God, that was horrible. I was about to be like, oh, that looks really cool having the waist on the back. But then I just started spinning. Couldn't stop. So I guess this is one of these mini cars. The ones that will spin out on a dime if you let it. At least we can actually jump the fire though. So it's better than certain other mini cars. This car is surprisingly solid. I like the Witch Broom. I don't know if I would use it for every mission. But for this mission, it's totally alright. Actually pretty good. It spins out a bit too quickly for my liking, but we're getting through this without any problems. So I'm not going to say the Witch Broom is a great car, because that's the thing about this mission in particular. We're not smashing anything, so the standards change. So in terms of getting you from A to B, Witch Broom, thumbs up. In terms of actually hitting and running, that's a thumbs down still. So I've been saving the trucks and the vans until last, so we've only got a few more non-truck and vans to do. So where is it? That's a truck, that's a truck. C-bone, what's a C-bone? Oh, that's definitely a truck. Oh, I'm not ready for that. Oh, there's so many cars. Where's the ones I'm looking for? So we got one here just called Pickup, which is... all right, just another one of these cars. So, okay, so... oh, and it, yeah, controls very nicely. All right. Nice to know there's still some easy ones left for me to do. And as predicted, this one wasn't too bad. It's definitely slower compared to some of the other traffic cars, but just... it doesn't matter. Not at this point. I'm very close to what I would call the final stretch for this, where all we have to do is the really slow trucks, but I think some of these might be decently quick, so I think one of these might be the mini school bus. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, I think this might be alright. My confidence in this bus has gone down very quickly now that I'm actually using it. I didn't think this was what this vehicle was. I thought it was just a mini school bus, but no, it's basically a truck, and I can barely see over the top of it, and it doesn't feel particularly quick. I don't think I'm going to be able to make this jump, but I guess we'll try. Oh no, this isn't going to do it, is it? There it goes. Oh my god. I can feel the gravity pulling it down. It's so heavy. As long as we can clear this jump, we've got a chance. Or barely. I don't want to do it, but due to the time, I'm going to have to bloody crash into one of these boats. This is why I moan about the boats, because they're horrible. But no, I think due to the speed of this school bus, I'm going to have to use this ramp. This obviously is not going to be successful, but I'm going to have to use it. It just saves too much time. Okay, didn't make it. It's hard to envision how I am going to be able to do this. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. This might be the one. Oh, God. The bus is smoking. That's not good. This bus is really weak, apparently. No, 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 no. No. Get out of the way, dude. Get out of the way. Yes. Oh, barely. Oh, look how dark that smoke is. Oh, I really was not confident in that, but that all came down to the traffic. That run, I had a really nice set of traffic, so I was able to do it. But I was this close to blowing up. But no, we can tick that off. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to declare it. I'm going to say we are now officially on the final stretch here. We only have 16 more to go, and they're pretty much all trucks or vans. So I'm going to start off with the pickup truck, which I've avoided because of the low speed and the low acceleration, but they're both 1 star, so I think it should be good enough, even if overall it's a pretty terrible car going by these stats. I am a little bit surprised at how slow this truck apparently is, because all of the missions involving it are just pretty crazy and it goes pretty quick, but it does handle very well, so I think that's going to give us a big boost, even if speed and acceleration wise it's not amazing. So I'm already on like my 4th attempt at this, and the problem I'm having is that because it takes so long to build up speed, is that every time like a traffic car gets in the way or I have to brake suddenly, it's really hard to like regain speed. So I have to just try and keep going to keep that speed up, because if I brake too hard, which I'm gonna have to do now, but braking too hard or hitting traffic cars really screws this car over, because you just can't build that speed back up. Alright, despite its horrible stats, I have been able to get that done. Far from the worst one I've used, but yeah. Like, if you have to stop with that car, your run is pretty much dead. Or it's much harder, so... yeah, it took more tries than it probably should have done, but we can mark that one off. So there are only 2 more that I need to do in the normal list of cars. The donut truck and the Duff truck, but because those stats are pretty bad, let's just try some of these more weirder, unique ones, starting with the cube van. I don't even recognize this one, if I'm being honest. Well, this certainly isn't quick. I can say that right off the bat. I don't know which one it feels most like, but yeah, I've definitely controlled a truck like this one already. It's just quite heavy, not all that fast, pretty wide. Hopefully this goes quite smoothly, but it has all the classic signs of a car that is not going to be easy to do this with. I don't see how I'm going to be able to do the cemetery jump with this car. I guess I'll give it a go. Can I fit in that gap? Barely. Maybe we can do it. Oh my god, just... Oh, you have to be at full speed to make that with this truck. And just like with the other slow cars, I'm going to have to go up here if I'm going to have any hope at making it. That was a lot smoother than I thought it would be. Oh, can we do this first try? Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, boom. Wow. That was very surprising. I think I got a little bit lucky there. The cemetery jump was very difficult to do. I had to be at full speed, so I got a bit lucky there, but I'll take it. At this stage, I'll definitely take it. While I'm feeling good about vans and trucks, how about we just try the normal minivan? Oh, this is going to be an easy one. I avoided this one for so long because it had van in the title, and that was enough for me to skip it until the end, but it's definitely one of the slower normal traffic cars, but I think this should be fine. And done. So there's one more what I would call normal or standard traffic car, and that's this little combat car, which it's the last one we need to do. Seems to handle pretty alright, so should be a similar case as the minivan, just gotta get it done. So I know if a car is pretty quick and easy because I can skip that fire truck shortcut. Like when I have plenty of time, I do just skip it because it's a little bit risky. And that's basically what's happening with this one. And that's another one to tick off. Now that we've ticked off the more standard traffic cars, how about we start doing some of the more unique standout ones instead? And let's go ice cream truck. Screw it. I wasn't going to do this one next, but that's perfect. This is far from the biggest car that we've had to use, but it might be the tallest. It only barely just fits inside. I think this is the only part that should cause us trouble with, but it's also blocking part of my view. Oh, that's not great. This music is also just pure insanity. I was going to say I didn't think that would fit, but luckily no collision. Although, oh, I did not see that skeleton car, so I guess we're going round. It's lost us a lot of time, actually. Well, can we fit in here? Yes, we can. Good, good, good. Although, that's not so good. That first attempt was so bad. And I don't think it's because this truck is particularly slow. It actually feels like it's got pretty good speed and acceleration and handling. Like, I think it's actually one of the better trucks. It's just, this is so cursed. Between the music and the Marge ice cream head on top, it's just really distracting. I think this music loop is like 2 seconds. It's the same 2-second loop over and over again. It is mad. Alright, not a lot of time left on that, but that wasn't too bad at all. It was more just so distracting. It's so weird. That is the weirdest one by far. We did it. But, yeah, very strange. So next up, we have Burns Armored Truck, which I can't imagine would be that slow. This is definitely slow. I think the handling's not too bad. But with these cars, I haven't mentioned it yet, but with the unique cars, you know, because you have to select them from that more debug style menu, it means that... Alright, let's try this again. So as I was saying, I got no specific stats on these. Maybe those stats are out there somewhere, but in-game, it doesn't display them nicely normally. But I think what that showed, me hitting that hearse and it dropping, normally that wouldn't happen. So I think this has a pretty high weight and toughness stat, which means even smaller impacts will cause this to drop. So I've got to be more careful. Oh no! Well, that's very bad. I have to hope that's a fluke. But I have to take that ladder shortcut and able to do this. But all I did was land off the ladder and it dropped. I guess the weight and toughness is too high. But we'll have to try that again because I have to take that shortcut in order to do this. Oh. Oh no. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Okay, we didn't drop it that time. Don't have a lot of time left on the clock, but at least that's doable. This is going to be another close one. 2, 1. Oh my god. No! Oh, come off it. Really? This car is like the most sensitive we've used so far in terms of just like accidentally dropping it while landing on nothing. It's just so heavy. Oh, so it is doable. I just have to not drop it. I guess get lucky and just hope the physics don't screw me over when I land. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I just didn't even hit anything there. Oh, this car is so sensitive. It's ridiculous. Come on, please, 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 please. I think if I go too fast on that is what's doing it. I'm going to have to slow down. I've just got... That looked perfect to me, but I guess that was too quick. Alright, we're going to go a little bit slower this time. Not too much slower, but a little bit. Still dropped it. So it's random. It's just completely random then, I guess. Oh, we're so close. What do I do? Do I brake? I guess I'm going to brake. Up we go. No crash. Easy. Nice and easy. Everyone be very nice and sensitive to the poor truck. Oh, finally. Yeah, that was a top 3. That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. When you can fail it randomly for like no real reason, oh, that drains you. But, oh god, it's done. How about we take a look at the last 2 that we have that just have weird names? So we got like Glass Truck and we got Seabone. So how about we give Glass Truck a go? Yeah, everyone recognizes this car, right? But let's see how it actually drives. Well, I wouldn't say this drives amazingly, but compared to the Mr. Burns' armored truck, this is amazing. It feels so fast, so agile. That took me a few more tries than I would care to admit. Like, as soon as I started using that car, I knew that we'd be able to do it, but I guess I'm just getting worse over time. My brain is melting, so I'm playing worse, maybe. So we've done one oddly named vehicle. How about we do the other one, which we have seen briefly before. It is the Bone Storm van. So we've driven so many trucks at this point. This one seems very standard. Like, it's wide, which I don't really like, and it's kind of heavy, but a very middle of the road truck. Not necessarily in a good way. The worst traffic we can get for the cemetery jump. Very nice. Can we still make it? Nope. Alright. We can definitely make that jump as long as our luck is a little bit better. Not a lot of time left here. It is only my second attempt. Okay, nice and easy. I'm too paranoid now about dropping it at that point. But okay, yeah, it wasn't very quick, but it handled okay, and it didn't have any wackiness that some of the other ones had. So, yes, only 2 attempts. Lovely. So with that done, we now only have 2 more vans left to do. So let's do the first one with the pizza van. Luckily for me, this is just pretty much exactly the same as the other black van. I can't remember what that's called, but Mr. Burns' van. And it's very quick, so this one shouldn't be bad. Even though I messed that up, it was a very bad run there, but this van is just so quick, it didn't matter. Did not matter in the slightest. Probably shouldn't have saved it till so late, but I saw a van, I got paranoid. And for the last fan, we have the fish van, which is just the one from level 3, I believe. Similar to the pizza van, I was completely wrong about this one. I guess I grouped vans and trucks together, but yeah, this is pretty quick, pretty mobile. I guess I kind of thought vans handled like trucks, and trucks are the real menace, but yeah, vans actually seem to be pretty good. And just like with the pizza van, didn't really have a good playthrough that mission using this one, but it's just too good to fail, so was able to do that first time. Oh, we are truly in the end game now. We only have 6 left to go and they're all trucks, so let's kick it off with the Vote Quimby truck, which looks very similar to other ones we've driven, so that's not a great sign. This feels really slow. Like, it's not a million miles away from what I've already done with some of the other trucks, but this might be the slowest truck so far. This feels awful. Okay, I've got the perfect run up here, so we'll see. Alright, nice. Hit and run, not so nice. So this is very similar to the other trucks, where I am very dependent on RNG if I can do this. I'm not saying like bad RNG makes it impossible, but with the hit and run stuff, like how much your hit and run meter goes up depends on where people happen to spawn, because you're always going to go in the same places because you're trying to go as quick as possible. So if people are there or not, it's just RNG, like this woman here. Oh, she jumped out the way though. Again, RNG. So it's that, and it's also the traffic. If the traffic's just in the way going up to the cemetery, I can't get past that, and you just lose so much time due to traffic just being in the way. So this feels very doable, but it's also quite stressful because of the RNG element due to how slow this truck is. Right, so I'm starting to have a lot of trouble getting on this ladder. This truck is really wide, so actually lining this up properly is harder than it looks. Oh, barely got on that one. And it does the same thing as the armor truck! Oh, good! Good! So I'm struggling quite a bit with this one, if I'm being honest. It's just, I haven't had a run where everything actually lines up. And because it's so easy to drop this thing when coming off the ladder, I'm going to try something a bit sneaky, I think. See if this works. Okay, so this is definitely a dead run, so a good chance to give this a go. If I go up this ladder and then restart myself before I land. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I'm going to have to start using that. I feel really bad about using it, but I think that might be what I have to do. If I can just... Because it's just far too risky. Like, 70% of the time when I go on the ladder, I drop the waste. So if I can make that 100% of the time that I never drop it, then I'm going to have to do it. Doesn't feel great, but I'm going to have to do it. Okay, line this up and go, and then reset. Very nice. I do have to completely stop after resetting though, so it's not perfect, but it's way less risky than actually jumping. Oh, this is going to be bloody close. Alright, I didn't see a 1. I didn't see a 1. And we're smoking a little bit. I don't feel great about that, but to me, that's not cheating. It's part of the game. You can reset yourself. So I reset myself and I got it done. In terms of, is it possible to beat this mission with that car? The answer is yes. You just might have to reset yourself a little bit. So, next up is the Itchy and Scratchy movie truck. Which is like, oh, it looks exactly the same as the other one. Oh no. So on paper, if I can do it for the Folk Quimby truck, I can do it for this one as well. It's just the Folk... Oh bloody hell. What if I reset here? No, that's no good. That's not helpful. That has collision on it. That's not good. I can't even get out of here. Alright, I've lost so much time that this is going to be impossible now, but I still want to give it a go to test this truck out. Oh, it skids. Oh, it skids badly, this car. And it's smoking. This is the worst first attempt I've ever had with a vehicle. It's awesome. Can we make this, though? No. Alright. Huh. So if I just go a bit more to the right, I think. Yeah, there we go. So I can avoid that cage. I just got to be a little bit more careful than with any other car. This car just goes all over the place. It's another one of these ones where it's very heavy and its momentum just causes it to swing all over the place. So once you start going a certain direction, it will just keep swinging in that direction. Oh, no. No, don't. Oh. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay, can we get... I just can't get through. I just don't fit. Okay, I'm going to have to spend some time seeing if I can get through this. All right, so... I don't see what else I could do. If I hit this, I just can't get through. Well, that's like the main shortcut ruined. I can try and go around, I suppose, but... Okay, we're going to have to try the restart trick. So I'm going to go restart just before hitting it, and it puts me here. That might be it. Without that shortcut, I don't see how this is possible. Because that's the shortcut. That's like the shortcut I need. I guess we'll try it for real, but I have a feeling if I have to go round, I won't be able to do it. So I'm back here. This car is also extremely weak. Oh no, look at that. And it blew up. Right. So for the time being, I'm going to park the Itchy and Scratchy movie truck. It is so weak and slow and big that I don't have a solution for how I'm going to handle that. So let's tick off some of the ones I'm a little bit more confident on, starting with this nuclear waste truck. I didn't plan it this way, but it feels very nice that the nuclear waste truck is one of the last ones that I do here. Because look at that, we actually already have nuclear waste. This is actually what this vehicle was designed to do, to transport nuclear waste. Well, maybe it wasn't designed to do it, going by the way this truck looks, but still, like, yeah, it makes sense. So yes, that one was much, much easier. The pretty quick truck here controls pretty well, so yes, I was able to do that one. Before moving on to the Itchy and Scratchy movie truck one again, I want to try the last two standard vehicles we have, the donut truck and the Duff truck. I've left them until last due to their awful stats, especially the Duff truck, but before I go back to the Itchy and Scratchy truck, I want to see if there's any others that are in the same position. I mean, just look at this donut one. I don't know if this is going to be able to fit. That's huge. Alright, let's see if it can go underneath. Well, I didn't actually check, but I can actually fit it in a lot nicer. Oh my god, this turns crazily. Considering its bad stats, this isn't too bad. Just the turning is a little bit much. I also think I'm going to be able to easily fit into that gap. This van is surprisingly tiny and low to the ground. Oh, so it clips through. So it looks like the donut doesn't have proper collision, so that's good. We can at least do it with this car. Oh, this is going to be a close one again. I hate these close ones. 2, 1. That might have been the closest one yet. But I did do that on my first try, so that was actually okay. It's just, it wasn't very heavy. It had bad stats, but it was surprisingly light and surprisingly small, which made that not too bad. With the donut truck done, hopefully the Duff truck is just as easy, but it looks like it's built the exact same way as the other trucks. The Itchy and Scratchy one, the Quimby one, this is like the same car. Although there's nothing on top, so I guess that means it's going to be doable, I would think. This is certainly a lot heavier than the donut truck. Yeah, feels very similar to the Quimby truck. I think it's actually a little bit quicker than the Itchy and Scratchy one, but I think that probably is because it's a little bit lighter. Not much lighter, but a little bit lighter. After a few attempts using this, I'm quietly confident that I can do it. It doesn't feel quite as slow as some of the other ones, and yeah, it's still going to require a little bit of luck here and there with the traffic, like all these big trucks do, but yeah, I'm going to be very quietly confident. Okay, let's split this gap. Let's hit over. Let's hit Carl. Go over. Oh, that was me at like full speed as well, so it's another one of them. It's another one of them. Or hit and run. Up the ramp we go, though. Don't drop it. Okay, we didn't drop it. But we are on hit and run. This is going to be close if I do get this done. Just going to have to keep gunning it and hoping for the best. Oh my god, this is going to be so close. No! No! Oh, that was... The thing that's frustrating about that is that the police car did not plan to do that. The hearse did not say, I'll smash into the boat and stop him. Because it was like a missile. Like he blew me up. Ah, that would have been it as well. Okay, another successful landing there. So it looks like the Duff truck does not suffer from the problem of just dropping it randomly when using that ramp. Alright, I got very close to hit and run on that one. This is still a truck, so it's still pretty big, so it can be easy to get hit and run, although that is still a little bit RNG based, but yeah, it took me quite a few goes, but wasn't that bad overall. Duff truck can be ticked off. So there is one more vehicle I have not tried at all yet, and it is this garbage truck. But I am not at the usual location because I need to test this. I need to test to see, will the garbage truck even go through that gap? I think the garbage truck, in my head I thought it would be the worst. So let's, I mean, just look at how huge this is. Okay, will it go through? It does go through. Okay, so that makes me think that this is possible. So I guess I'm now going to try it for real. So while I was able to fit underneath that shortcut, would I be able to fit in here? Okay, I can just do what I did with the itchy and scratchy one. Just go to the right a little bit. But I do lose a ton of time. Well, not a ton of time, but you do lose time by doing that because you got to be a little bit more slower, a little bit more precise. I can see myself in the near future having to turn on the vomit cam again so I can see properly because this just takes up so much of the screen. It's not that much smaller. It might even be bigger than the fire truck looking at it now. Oh. Okay, I thought we cleared that quite easily, but no. I guess it's so big the back of it must have clipped into the edge? Alright, attempt number 2. I hit a witch. Up and over. Alright. So you can make that jump, but you need to be full speed. I'm amazed I got up there. And I dropped it. Oh, we're going to have to do the reset technique, aren't we? Okay. I mean, it's good to know. And it's good to know that and just accept it right off the bat. I'm going to have to restart off that ladder. So I have played this a lot of times now with the garbage truck. And I wouldn't say the garbage truck is particularly awful, but it clearly isn't good. I just have not been able to get anything actually all that close here. So if that doesn't change anytime soon, I might have to change tactics just a little bit. So I'm going to mix things up, and what I have done, as you can see, is I have turned off the traffic. I have used a mod, a hack, a cheat, whatever you want to call it, to turn off the traffic. And the general idea is going to be is that if I'm really struggling to do it with traffic, I need to see if it's possible to do without traffic. Because if it's not possible to do without traffic, then I have no chance to do it with traffic, and then I kind of have my answer in terms of is it possible to do with these vehicles or not. So I'm going to try it with the garbage truck, I'm going to try it with the itchy and scratchy movie truck, and just see, can I play through this mission without any traffic? Is it possible? Because if it is possible, then potentially all I need is a little bit of good luck and I'll be able to do it. To make the traffic spawn in the places I need it to spawn to give me that nice perfect route. It just means a lot of grinding in order to get that luck. But if it isn't possible, then like I say, we can say no and move on. After having to do this for so many cars, I can safely say that this is so nice, not having those bloody witches in the way, the coffin cars. Oh, the coffin cars are the worst. This is just so much nicer. I might dare say I'm having fun. Well, I have so much time on the clock compared to my traffic attempts. Like, this is already, I'm building back so much time because I can just go. I don't have to stop for traffic. It's a huge difference. So how about on this one, I explain all the different shortcuts I am and aren't taking, so you guys get to know the route a little bit more. So I am cutting through this field right here. I am not going onto that ramp to jump the tires because I just don't think you can get enough speed. I am going through the caravan park here. It's a little bit awkward to drive through, but it's basically a freebie. I am going through the cemetery. Now that there's no traffic, I can hit full speed so I can make this jump. It's still a little bit dodgy, as you can see, but it's doable. I am going through this empty garage here, although this little bit here is very awkward. It's very easy to do that. Yeah, it's very awkward. Okay, let's try this again. So I am going through here and then dropping down. There we go, much better. I am doing this fire truck trick and we're going to do the reset. There we go, very nice. I am going up this little extra road. And of course I am smashing through here, so I'm very close. Bloody tree, bloody tree, bloody tree. Oh my god. I was touching the glass. So I think that means that, yes, this is possible to do without traffic, but that doesn't make me confident in being able to do it with traffic. I'll try a few more goes. I do want to mark it off without traffic, because obviously, if only I drove a 1/10 of a second quicker, I would have done that. So, all right, let's confirm that at least. Can I do this without traffic? So I have been really struggling at this left bit. I keep failing it. Once you go over the hedge, it makes you just drop. So I'm going to try a little hacky way of doing this. There we go. That's like, again, I don't want to reset myself as much as I can, but like that was getting very frustrating. Like every time I went up, and then we go up here and we reset. There we go. Okay. That's going to make life a lot easier, being able to do that. Oh, don't do this to me again. Oh, barely. Barely. Okay, let's get this truck up. Right. So, you can do it without the traffic, but barely. Like, you can barely do it with the traffic. So I don't think this is possible. But before I draw any conclusions, let's give the Itchy and Scratchy movie truck a go and see what that route looks like. So first of all, we have to very awkwardly pick this up because of how big this car is. And you have to avoid the cage. Yep, very awkward indeed. We are going to go through this field to cut that corner. We are not going to do the jump because we don't have enough speed. I am going to go through the caravan park, although, as you can see, it's very awkward. You do get thrown all over the place. We do the cemetery jump, although that's very, very awkward to do. This truck just swerves so much that it's very easy to mess up. There we go. A much better cemetery jump without me swerving all over the place. And now the big one, we can't take that shortcut, so I'm going to have to go round this way, which is going to lose me a ton of time. At least I can just go straight on here, I suppose. Alright, I'm going to try and go up this fire truck, but we're already smoking here. And up and reset. There we go. And I am going to go to the right here on this road, but as you can see, I'm just about to run out of time. And I'm not even that close, relatively speaking. Like, I'm gonna need an extra, like, what, 10 seconds to even make it? Maybe 8 at a push? And do I have 8 or 10 seconds? Can I do 8 or 10 seconds better when driving? I'm gonna give it a go, but maybe not. In terms of trying to do this quicker, there's only one other thing I can kind of think of in terms of the route. And that is, we can't do both shortcuts. We can't cut through the field and go over the ramp. So I'm going to cut off the field and do this. So we'll see if we have enough speed. We do. We do have enough speed. That might be quicker. I mean, just looking at my time, that seems a lot higher than what I would normally have. That might just be a quicker route, so we'll see if that's going to be enough. So I got busted during that run, and even though I got hit and run and got busted... Oh, that didn't... What? Wait, what? Wait, what just happened? Why didn't that count? I went through it. Alright, there's a lot to process there. So that is way quicker. That is way, way quicker. I save like maybe... I probably do save 8 to 10 seconds by going around and taking the ramp rather than going through the field. I didn't realize how slow that field was. So let's try that again, but something just bugged out there. I don't know why that didn't actually count, because that should have counted. Oh, that's a problem. So it is quicker, yes, but it's a very good chance, just like the quickie mart jump with the fire truck, that you will just drop it because it will count as a hit when you land. So maybe not quite the silver bullet I was hoping. Okay, so that's 5 times in a row. I've just done it now and it drops every time. Yes, it does seem to be possible. You can do that ramp and not have it drop, but it's just really hard to do. And I haven't figured out what makes the difference. My guess is that it's random. I'll try a few more times, but this might not be a viable shortcut to do because it's so inconsistent. Oh, that worked. I went a little bit slower that time, and that let me through. So I guess the speed, I mean, that was such a wacky jump. I don't know if I can recreate that, but all right. So just doing a straight normal jump on that does not work at all. You really have to get a little bit creative for that to work. Oh no! I almost did it as well. It's just... Oh. No, indeed. Yeah, my car just blew up. Wow, that... I would have gone through, but... Alright, I guess you can't blow the car up. That's obvious, sure, but... Wow, that's strange. Never had that happen. So... I'm going to go ahead and say that it probably isn't possible to do this mission with this car. And here's why, okay? Here's my explanation based on what I've played. First of all, you have to do that jump over the tire fire, which just is so random. Like, you have to go across at just the right speed, at just the right angle, so you land and don't drop it. And most of the time, you will end up dropping it. Number 2, you can't do that shortcut with a garage, which only loses you about maybe 3 or 4 seconds. But even then, those are very precious seconds in this mission, and you desperately need those. And even if those things go right for you, if you do that jump, you do the cemetery jump, you do the fire truck reset properly, you might also get hit and run. So... As we have seen, hit and run can also completely screw you over. Yes, you can avoid it, but to avoid it and avoid hitting people, you lose time. So once again, that's a problem. And then another thing that can go wrong is that your car can just blow up, which is what happened last time. So even if all the other things go right, if you just happen to take too much damage, this car is one of the weakest in the entire game from what I've played of this mission, because I've never had one just blow up like that. From like nothing as well. So you might just blow up. And then even doing all that, even if all of that goes your way, it might bug out, which is what just happened to me. I went through the glass. It didn't count because of a bug or something. But even if it doesn't bug out, you're only getting through that glass with like 2 seconds left when the traffic is disabled. So if I then re-enable the traffic, I'm going to have to at least lose like 10 seconds, I reckon. Even on a really good lucky run, like when I'm playing this now, I can just go and just hold A and just move forward. You cannot do that even with good traffic. You're going to have to avoid it. So you lose, I'm going to say like 5 to 10 seconds. So I'm going to say no, it is not possible through regular means. I'm sure with hacks, with cheats, like with glitches, if you glitch out of world and teleport, I'm sure there's something you can do there, but to me that doesn't count. So I'm going to say that's a no for this one. I'm going to give the garbage truck one last try because I want to see if I can do the tire fire jump using it. I'm not feeling positive about that, but I'm going to give that a go just for completionist's sake. Okay, so here we go. We're skipping the field. We are going to get a nice full run up. Let's see what happens. Are we going to drop it? Oh my god, look at that nosedive. We didn't drop it. Okay, that might just be luck, but I'll take it. So what I am looking for here, I want to see 10 seconds on the clock when I finish this with the garbage truck. Any less than that, then I would say it's probably not possible due to how much time you lose to the traffic. Alright, I actually didn't make it that time, but I did mess up one of the resets going through that house, so don't think that's fully fair. We can give that a few more goes. Okay, second attempt here. We go up, we go up. Oh, right, we dropped it. That's not surprising. That's not surprising at all. Here we go. We're going fast. We're tipping forward. We're tipping normally. We landed. Nice. It seems like there's two ways you can do that jump. One is by going fast enough because you tip back and then you tip forward and then you even out. And you need yourself to even out before you land for yourself to not drop it. And I think that's where the itchy and scratchy car went wrong because it doesn't go quick enough to even out. So it seems like you can either do it by going quick enough that you do even out in the air and land, or you go slow enough so you don't tip forward in the first place, which is probably much harder to do. Okay, so this is a little better. I could definitely do it more consistently without the traffic, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it. So I'm going to try it a couple more times with this new route with the traffic, but I don't see it, guys. I really don't. Oh, hello, traffic. I have not missed you. I have not missed you one bit. Alright, there doesn't seem to be much traffic on this corner here. So if that hearse gets out the way, I was a little bit worried that the traffic... Even out, even out, even out. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, cool. That's very positive. This is going surprisingly well. That shortcut saves me... Or that alternative route saves me way more time than I ever expected. And it's transferring over. Oh my god, no way. No way. It's going to be bloody close because it always is. No way. No way. No way. No way. What? I actually did it. Well, that's unexpected. I thought for sure that was impossible. But wow, that shortcut just saved so much time. And it saved enough time. I did that on my second go. When using it with traffic. That was my second go, and I got it done. I did not expect that to save that much time. I thought the traffic was going to be way worse than that. I had some good traffic spawning, I suppose. That jump went really well. So you can do it. It's a yes. You can beat this with the garbage truck against all odds. It's good to end on a win. I'm not going to change my mind about the itchy and scratchy movie truck. I am still going to say you can't do it with that, but I want to say there's something I'm forgetting. So no. You definitely can't do it with this car. For whatever reason, it definitely does not work, and I do not know why. It's the only one in the game that just does not want to be sucked up by this UFO. No clue why, but okay, sure. You can beat this mission with 84 of the 86 cars. One of them is just bugged out, and the other one is the itchy and scratchy movie car because it sucks.